going on, YouTube? So, last minute I found out that Bandimere is doing test and tunes today, so we are headed to the track to make up for the test and tunes last week that got snowed out. The big Family Feud 2 event is next week, Saturday. So this is my last chance to kind of just get the car dialed in, figure out what I'm going to do with tuning to get the races done in the class, I think I'm class C index racing next week. But stay tuned, let's see what we do today. On the way to the track, everything's looking alright. 57 outside, 54 degrees for air intake temperature, so that's just with normal driving, the new hood, and then water vents helping to keep that temperature down. Definitely need to get the oil cooler system in there. I want to keep those oil temperatures under 200. You know, not like 205 or anything like that's terrible, but I'm not going to drive the car hard when oil temperatures are that high. So next mod is going to be an oil cooler to keep that number down right there. Alright guys, we're already all teched in. Car's just sitting and cooling off right now. It's not a normal test and tune this weekend, so basically what they're going to do is they're going to just call classes and groups of cars, and I'm basically in the 12-second slower class, and whenever I get called up there I only get one run, so not sure how many runs we're going to get into today, but we're going to cool the car off. I'm going to head down right now and see what class is currently lined up to race, because I got here a few minutes late, but hopefully we have a good day of racing here. I'm hoping to see some high 12s, and that's going to be right where I want to be, because the Family Feud races next week are actually down in Pueblo, and we're going to be a couple thousand feet lower in elevation, which is going to give me a tenth of a second or 2/10 of a second better times. And basically I can't break out of a 12.5 second in the class that I'm racing in. Some great sounding cars around here today. Stick around. Alright, well, it doesn't look like the lines are very long right now. The guys that's punching the ticket isn't really gonna hold it to the 12 seconds slower or 12 and faster. So I'm gonna bring the car down, and we're gonna stage up here, and they're just finishing up the track prep, and we'll get our first run in. Get the GoPro going. Gotta get the helmet on, so I'm gonna be a little muffled here, but we'll get our first run down the track, and I'll talk to you guys in a second as soon as we get done with this. I'm just hoping for like high 12s, nothing crazy. Not exactly sure what the air DA is right now, but it is 60 degrees. Traction control's turned off. Try and get my helmet locked in here. I'm not racing anybody specific right now. I'm just going down the track and just trying to get a time going. Figure out what we need to do to get ready for our Family Feud here next week. We might be against a little Subaru here, or a Chrysler 300 is pulled up right next to me right now. Running a D1SC Procharger, about 7.5 pounds of boost, water methanol, 3600 stall torque converter, custom tune, new fuel system. I weighed the car in this morning. The car weighed in at 4,620 pounds with me sitting in it. John Cahill, thanks for sending me that message. The current DA here is just over 7,200 feet. So I am expecting like a 12.9 or a 13. So just keep in mind, I am detuned on this. This is my street tune, so it's only about 530 horsepower or so. But you know, with the altitude and everything like that, when I do have my race tune put on my car, I am running about 75 horsepower more. So the Chrysler 300 next to me is a Chrysler 300 SRT8. So as long as the Hellcat in front of me didn't call me out, which he didn't, we are staged up with a Chrysler 300 SRT8. Okay, first run, Chrysler 300 SRT8 right next to us in the right lane.
See if I remember how to race here. Single bulb. Oh, oops, I double lit him. Sorry, dude. Bad etiquette. Sorry. And we're off! That SRT8 is way back there. 4.80 to 60, which is pretty slow. 0.12 reaction time. The wind goes to the little all-wheel drive RT. Woo! What a run. I got goosebumps, man. I needed this. It's been a while. I got goosebumps. My oil temperature jumped about 15 degrees here, so oil cooler is definitely the next mod. Thank you. What's the guesses? Oh man, terrible times. Terrible times. The slowest time I've ever done in this car since I modded it. A 13.4. 102.92 miles per hour on that last run. We've got about 10 cars to go in front of us. We'll run this time. Hopefully we get a little bit better in the 13.4, and then we'll park it and rest it for a little bit. Travis, I ran a 13.4, so not very good this season. So I'm definitely probably going to have to visit Glenn if this doesn't improve, and we'll just adjust the tune a little bit more. But we definitely tuned it down a lot just for longevity and driving. End of the season last year, the car ran a 12.9, just ran a 13.4, and a lot of that could be the amount of RPMs I'm launching on. I got a half tank of gas instead of a quarter tank of gas. There's a lot of factors. I'm not going to make any excuses. 13.4 is definitely not what I want to be running, but you know, that's basically where the scat packs and stuff like that are running completely stock. So I mean, definitely still putting down some good times. So it looks like a VW Golf. What is that, an R32? Is that what those things are? So running up against him, we'll see how we do here. Traction controls off, temperatures are good, air fuel ratios are good, got my GoPro running, I still got you guys running. So when I launch, if I launch it with the RPMs a little too high, the car kind of goes into a mode to where it like kind of preserves itself and launches me in second gear. So I have to try to sit around the 2000 RPM mark when I launch. So we're going against the Golf R32. I'm calling it R32 because I think that's what it is. It's a Golf R. Okay, I'll do the etiquette. I won't double bolt the guy next to me. He's one in, he's two in. I'm one in, two in. There we go, that's a harder launch that time. 0 to 60 similar. R32 Golf is behind us. And then it dropped you when I took off. It dropped you guys again. The R32 definitely behind us. We took the win on that one. Let's see what we ran this time. Thank you. Oh man. Still 13.3, so The car is definitely slower this year. 13.3 in the quarter mile. So we are going to have to adjust the tune here. We're going to have to adjust the tune and get this picked up. 13.3. So my reaction time on that one wasn't as great. 0.298. 60 foot of 1.9 again. 103.9 miles per hour, 13.3 in the quarter mile. All right, so the car's been cooling for a little while. I'm gonna try and send it down the track one more time. If I'm still sitting at that low 13s mark, I'm probably gonna call it a day in the way of sending the car down the track, because gotta make some adjustments. So, you know, it is what it is. Still fun. Had to rush being able to go down the track again, but I don't want to break it before the big race next week. Fubar! Okay, against the Jeep 392. Traction control's off. Got the jump on me. I think she read it. Yep. 0.19. I got 0.253. Good run. Good run.
New text.
Dinah, I'll talk to you in a minute. Another 4.70 to 60. Don't think I got anything below 13 that time. Thank you. It ran another 13.3. So definitely we're gonna have to see what we can do to adjust the tune before next week. Tesla versus an SRT 392. Red lit, but it ran a 11.7. SRT 392 ran a 14.6. Well, if the 392s are running a 14.6 and I'm running a 13.4, I'm still doing pretty good, but I'm still not happy with that 13.4. 1149 left lane, 1150 right lane.